So recently, I went on Fox News and shared an opinion about a bill in Washington, D.C. Actually, it's not a bill anymore because it's actually law. And this law was set up to allow non-citizens and immigrants and potentially foreign nationals, even illegal immigrants, to vote in local elections in Washington, D.C. And I went online and spoke about it. And then I was also invited to Fox News, Fox and Friends First, and I shared my opinion about it as well. I've received mixed reviews from my perspective.
Wow.
And I've been trying to kind of, process that. But when you hear this idea of allowing non-citizens and immigrants, including illegal immigrants, to vote in local elections, as an immigrant yourself, what do you think about it?
Well, first of all, congratulations on your appearance. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
But what I would say is, it was unbelievable when I heard that that was going into law, that was actually, a bill, much less a law. And from what I've seen, people are just shocked. American citizens are shocked to hear that that's even something that is even being considered, let alone actually about to happen. And I agreed with what you said on Fox, that it devalues the status of citizenship. One of the reasons I became a citizen was so that I could vote. And it, like I said, even when you're a green card holder, there's still a huge distinction to being a green card holder and a citizen. So to think that a person can come here illegally, and was it within 30 days?
30 days.
Right. Within 30 days, be in a position where they can vote. First of all, how are they informed enough to vote with all good conscience? How do they have enough information to decide who to vote for? What's the best, who's the best person to vote for? And yes, now it's it's in DC. I think that also is a slap in the face to citizens and to people in that local community, because it's putting the decisions of their community in the hands of essentially outsiders, because especially if they've only been here for 30 days, they are given a say and put in the same position as somebody who was either born here or became a citizen, legally. And I don't think that's right. I think that's a slap in the face. And it kind of goes with this notion of elevating everyone else but, the American people. And that's not the job of our politicians. They're supposed to work for us, but yet they're prioritizing those outside, more than the citizens.
And I think the arguments they always make is to take the emotional approach, right? And so they wrap it in this idea of equity and representation and so on. And so, and that's what they do with almost everything, is if you don't agree with this, you're not compassionate. You don't want equality. You don't want equity. If you're challenging certain books that are in school that are not appropriate for children, then you're a book burner. You support banning books, and you're not compassionate. Or if you say children should not be allowed to make permanent decisions about their bodies and mutilating their bodies, somehow you are condoning, the depression of, certain teenagers, and so on and so forth. And so they wrap these ideas in this blanket of compassion. And the message I'd like to get out into the world is that a lot more harm has been done in the name of compassion in this world than anything else. And we need to be careful when someone comes to you and they don't have anything else backing what they want to do except for the idea of compassion, because compassion can be counterfeit. And if compassion is counterfeit, then whatever it is that you are doing in the name of that counterfeit compassion can be something that actually damages people long term.
Exactly. I mean, a kid can't even get a tattoo before they're 18. And what gets me is when we see the repercussions of these things, when the chickens come home to roost, so to speak, no one is going to help those people who have been maimed, you know, by being a part of making decisions that they can't take back. You know, that applies to the jab, people who have been injured. What I'm finding is they're not given any help. The doctors gaslight them and, you know, dismiss their experience. And then we're seeing, you know, young people who've regretted going through that whole process, you know, with the whole gender thing, and they're not given any help either. They're rejected by their own community even. So yeah, like you said, where is that compassion now when it all goes wrong? Nowhere to be found.
Exactly.